Mega Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
The talking game. Listen, you can talk about how gangster you is all day, but if you ain't even slapped nobody, you can't convince me that you finna go shoot somebody.
Right.
I'm just saying, blood. Like slap, like you, your baby mama call you bitch ass niggas all day, and you won't even slap her. I'm just saying, like you can't convince me that you a real nigga when when a girl sit up here and calls you hella bitches and you can't. Like, I would be in jail for domestic violence over and over again if I had to live with a girl who called me bitches every day, and because we're locked in a little ass room.
Right.
And yeah, bitch, this fist is gonna be, every time you say bitch, the fist is gonna hit your face. The bitch in the fist in the face. That's gonna be the bitch in the fist in the face. And then
When
I'm saying the bitch, the nigga, whatever, just whoever.
Right,
like,
right, whoever.
That's where
whoever.
where we come from.
Right. It's whoever.
Yeah. So I had to stop. Listening to niggas and stop believing niggas, cause a nigga will tell you anything, blood. But you have to have track record.
Mm-hmm.
And track record mean you have to show numerous of times of you being this same nigga that you proclaim to be. Because everybody can be real one day.
Right.
A real nigga can be fake one day.
Right.
You feel me? But your track record of who you is every day is what's gone. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I learned from this shit. And that's how I learned to judge motherfuckers out this shit. I fucked off a lot of money on artists who I knew was very, very talented. But they didn't have the mindset, the mind frame, the drive, the money, or none of this shit to make it. But me just being an artist, like, they're raw. You feel me?
How hard is that though? Like, because nigga, your track record can't nobody deny how you work, right? How do you even begin to, like, let's just keep it real, bruh. 90% of the motherfuckers you gonna be around ain't finna work like Jay Stalin. How do you even, like, advise those people? Like, what do you say to motivate them? Because they see you make money off music. You know, where we from, that's rare. Like, you make money. You're making money. Hand over fist. You've been doing it for years, right?
I have the answer for you, but just keep going.
No, I want to know the answer.
You know the answer? You know what it is?
What?
They gotta want to. You feel me? If I meet a nigga and he like, I really want to make money off this music shit, and they strive toward that. It's the niggas that know they real gangsters. They know they can go rob a nigga and take whatever and get some money. Mm-hmm. They know that it's some sucker nigga out there with some problems that'll get him a little bit of nothing to get their problems off their hands. Mm-hmm. They know they got all that devil shit at their disposal to go make a better life for everybody. See? When motherfuckers talk about God and the devil, they don't. One person could choose to do some devilly shit that'll be godly for everybody else. But it's just who's the person that's willing to make that choice.
Mm-hmm. Or sacrifice.
Or that's what it is. A sacrifice is not a choice, exactly.
Yeah.
But those are the people who I know really could do this shit. You feel me? The motherfuckers that really got the talent, but that be like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna fall back and do that. Like, coming up in the 80s and the 90s, I mean, coming up in the, not the 90s, the late 70s and the 80s, like when rap first hit, a lot of big rappers, like not rappers, a lot of rap artists that blew up big, niggas from the streets who was selling dope was writing for them. You feel me? Like like Curtis Blow. You feel me? He didn't write all that shit. He wrote a lot of that shit. But there's a nigga that wrote for Curtis Blow who was getting money in the streets and didn't have no hope that shit would ever work.
Right.
And he was getting so much money in the streets. You feel me? He just fucking with it. He just freestyling, whatever. Nigga like, hey, we need to write that down. Man, you can have that. You don't want me to do it? Listen. Whatever. You keep it. Nigga don't know that shit finna. Nigga don't know 30 years from now that shit finna be the. Nigga like, blood, I gave that to my nephew, blood.
Let me ask you this. It's crazy because I know you a real hip hop nigga, right? So what you saying is real rap shit, right? So like when Biggie says, I'm missing you, when he talk about the nigga and he talking about nigga sold us 3 bricks of straight flour, he was talking about dude stories. He wasn't in particularly going through that, right? Or when Jay-Z says, I never felt more alive than riding shotgun in Clive's Green 5 until the cops pulled guns. Calvin Klein is a real nigga. I know. Right? So it's kind of like it's what you saying. You know what I'm saying? But that's the duality with you is you actually living. I think that's the part that everybody connects with you, right? You wasn't rapping about bricks and shit. You was rapping about what you was going through in Cyprus, selling rocks, right? So I think that's what make you different, and it's really amazing, like, cause there's some niggas that could touch you like that, right? Like a Scarface, like a, you know what I mean? Even though some of Faye's shit is fictional, like I don't. Maybe you could point it out, but I don't know too many fictional raps. You rap about real shit. It's more like Nip, more like, you know what I'm saying? Them type of niggas. It's like reality, like you actually rap about what you going through.
Because I'm not God didn't put me here to make children's books. You feel me? God didn't put me here to make fabricated stories.
But it's space for those people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But when I think of telling a story, I think of some real shit. I don't like. Some people think of making some shit up. Like that's the first thing that come to their mind. And those are the people that J.K. Rowling's in. You feel me? You know who J.K. Rowling is? Yes, those are them people. Like, God put me here to make music for motherfuckers in the ghetto.
That's crazy that you. So I don't think some people figure that out though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think some rappers get stuck in limbo. Like they never figure that part out.
God didn't put me here to send a message to whoever in the suburbs out there. God put me here to help that little person on 10th Street that just missed the 62 bus.
Right. What's the difference? What's the difference between Young Jay Stalin at what was DJ Daryl studio called? Was this Bomb Shelter? Forgive me, Daryl. And the difference between that and Jay Stalin that was with the Mechanics. Of course, you had your stint with Rich. You had what, 4-5 songs on Nixon Prior Roundtree?
Just Confidence.
Confidence. So up until that time, right? Because I just interviewed Ant Banks, and when I was like creating fucking with Dank, he was like, it was Bruce, it was Pooh, it was the 10 bitches. But I heard you explain you was high as a motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? All y'all was, Tweet and Dot. You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
So you created some of our favorite music off of that, and at that period. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you felt like at that time, because you know rappers, when they drop their first shit that's theirs, it's always like you wait your whole life to drop that. So Nas waited his whole life to drop Illmatic.
And then you got 1 year to do your second album. You got however old you is, say you 29.
Okay.
You got 29 years to do your first album.
Right.
You got 1 year, 30, to do your second album. I know what you're saying, yeah.
That's crazy. I sent Simba a clip of Lauryn Hill saying, I sent him this, I think today or yesterday, of Lauryn Hill saying, everybody want me in the studio. They want me to create another that thing and this and that, right? She said, but I went in the studio and didn't make no good. I made records, but they wasn't good.
No, but on top of that, everybody like go to the studio. Ain't nobody said, hey, I'm gonna take care of that nanny for you when you go. She got 20 kids, blood. She got 10 for sure.
Nah, I know what you're saying.
Nobody's like, hey, I'm gonna take care. Hey, Lauren, go do your thing. Don't worry about the nanny. I got it. That's what Lauren like. Like, they just, motherfuckers just want you to work, blood.
That's crazy.
If everybody, if all y'all want to do is work, I'm going to be the nigga who has people working for him.
It's funny.
If that's the shit, if that's what we own, if we own pimping and hoeing, I'm gonna be the pimp, blood.
Okay.
Just simple.
I'm
just saying, like,
that message is
me and all my niggas.
That message is crazy coming from you.
If the world is on pimping and hoeing, me and my niggas ain't finna be the hoes. Fuck you mean?
Right.
Nigga, we finna be if the world is on cops and robbers, nigga, we finna be the motherfucking robbers, nigga.
No doubt.
Fuck you mean? We're gonna be the niggas who coming out on top if y'all giving us that motherfucking choice to make.
Right. It's crazy when you say about working because you do this shit so seamlessly and effortlessly. The amount of work that you have out, the volume that you have out, it seems like you do it effortlessly and you still live your life and parent and shit, right? And I often hear you tell messages like, when we see Stalin having those messages and shit, is that for everybody, including family?
Everybody, all the time. Yeah, my family is. When I say that for everybody. My family is my family is my friends too. You feel me? Like you have to. You're never gonna have no balanced relationship with a family member if you can't see him as a friend.
Right.
Because if you don't see him as a friend, then that means your family and God is forcing him on you because of blood, and that only makes you resent them.
Building LiveWire, starting LiveWire, continuing LiveWire, the family, the legacy, the brand, the clothing company, the barbershops, the studio. But starting from what you starting with, like, you know, it's crazy. Like, I don't know how much you look at it, but I look at it like about how you inspired, like, Phil, right? Because of how he came into the situation, to the fold of LiveWire, how you wholeheartedly embrace all of them dudes, right? And when I asked you, because I interviewed y'all separate and y'all had the same answer, right? When I asked you, like, damn, Stalin, why you didn't sign everybody? But it's like, kind of like what you said earlier. It's like, LaRussell said the same shit to me. It's like, I'll eat last. I'm trying to make this a thing. Like, I don't want business to separate it. I don't want money to be funny.
It never was about me.
Right.
It never was about me. You feel me? Like, I never signed nobody, blood, because we weren't making enough money. Nobody was making enough money for me to ask for a cut. You feel me? $5,000, that's not enough for me to ask for a cut. We all was broke back then. So if you getting $5,000, if I ask for a cut, what's that? What I want, 1,000, 1,500, two bands?
Right.
What you left with, 3 bands?
Right.
Niggas fuck off 3 bands at the mall. It's over. Like, we were never even making enough money for me to even ask for a percentage. I just wanted everybody to get to a point, nigga, to where we ain't need nobody.
Do you think having more music business knowledge, more money was there to be made?
Back then? No, not back then.
You don't think it was more money to be made? Oh, really not? It was the MP3 era. Everybody was stealing music, wasn't shit going on.
The only thing I could have did back then was put my name on their checks it wasn't enough money to be made.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas did that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of niggas did that.
Mm-hmm. No, they did. Yeah.
And took all the money from all the niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have went and got a big check from Walt, 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 10 of us. If we getting 100,000, I'm going to get the check.
And you gonna bust it down.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I split it all down the middle, that's everybody get 10. That's
Right.
10 people. 10 people, everybody get 10. You feel me? The nigga that's going to get the check down to the last person that get the 10 probably don't even have an album out. Like, nobody has time to break the shit down and do all that shit.
I was about to ask you that. You don't think that that's business, though? You don't think that if Stalin sold 30K and we got another artist on this roster that's pulling about 5K records sold, I'm saying just your last shit was just hot. You know what I'm saying? In the Bay, that was niggas was doing good, right? If you got a good song, right? And I don't think we gotta bust that down. If it's 10 niggas, I don't think that nigga get 10 because we gotta support what you are. Like, somebody gotta be Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand your philosophy, right? Because that's the signs of a real good nigga. Like, nigga, I'd rather continue doing my business than to be in the middle of your business and we can't be friends no more because I'm in the middle of your business. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's a result of just how you think, right? I think bad business in the Bay Area set you up for that. Just being honest. Like, business way prior to you even thinking about rapping, right? It's been disaster stories. Always. And I just think I commend you, and I want to say I'm sure they do too, from everybody, because them artists flourished on their own. That you didn't hold them up, you didn't get in nobody way, all them niggas did what they did.
No, but just say that I would have had any of them in some fake ass faulty contracts.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have a relationship that we would have now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, blood, anybody on LiveWire could tell you, blood, I ain't never asked nobody for nothing, blood. I just wanted to see niggas shine, blood. That's it.
How does that affect business today? Like, when we see LiveWire tour, we as fans, we excited, right? How does that affect business today? Because every one of you guys are on different levels, right? Would that affect, because we see this shit in the industry. This is industry shit. This is not LiveWire shit. This is just the game, right? We see some niggas like headliners, closers. This person got the biggest song. This person did you see the Willie D shit in Face recently about the Grammys? You know what I'm saying? I just think I think that conversation was beautiful.
Willie D be doing too much though.
But I think the conversation needed to be had on camera, right? I won't say Willie D did too much in that situation. I'll tell you why.
No, I didn't say in that situation. I said he be doing too much.
yeah.
That's just typical Willie D.
Right, Willie D.
Already.
Right. But I want to say it or ask now, how does that affect LiveWire? Because clearly you are a big deal. Clearly Phil is a big deal. Clearly Blood is a big deal. Stevie, everybody's in their own right, but some have bigger songs than others, right? Or bigger pulling fan power than others. Do you still bust that pie down evenly? You have to. So this would be everybody set an ego to side. Because, I'm going to tell you what I find interesting. And I can't compare none of y'all to a female rapper at all.
This is not about where everybody is at now.
It's about legacy.
What everybody contributed to make this what it is.
So it's a legacy thing.
Everybody put in their 2 feet or whatever, they 2 cents to make this what it is now. Like, we just had a meeting today, like, we're the starting 5. You know what I'm saying? Me, Blood, Phil, Shady, Stevie. You know what I'm saying? Me, Phil, Stevie, Shady, Blood. Me, Blood, Phil, Stevie, Shady, Phil, whatever, however you want to put it, however you want to put the starting five. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Rue, H, Jonah, Maybach, Kiwi, Ruben Stunner, everybody is gonna get their rightful, you know what I'm saying, shine. You feel me? But it's not fair for the person that put out 20 albums to get celebrated as the same person that put out one album. Like, that's just not, I don't come from that. Mm-hmm. Like, that's whole shit to me. Mm-hmm. Like, on some real shit. Like, mm-hmm. I'm not a bitch. Like, I'm not a hoe. Like, right. I'm not a prostitute. Like, if you should be compensated for how much work you put in, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Stay on blue.
I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil' M. My